Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Never7, the End of Infinity, and we are still going along the Izumi route, getting towards the ending. I don't know if this is the real ending or a real ending or what. There's still several endings that are showing on there, so I'm curious about. There's 6 endings still left. I'm guessing 3 bad, 3 good, right? So yeah, I'm definitely curious about what those others are. But we're still learning about the whole possibility of what the time travel thing is, whether it's a delusion, whether it's something else. Anyway, we're at the barbecue, as you can see. I'm kind of refreshing it myself, so I kind of don't remember what I'm doing. He kept coming towards us with tottering steps. You weren't really sneaking off, right, Kurumi? Kurumi calls out to her, but Yuka seems to be thinking about something and she completely ignores Kurumi. Suddenly Yuka sachets, a word I don't use very often, towards me while speaking seductively. I want to say there's a game called Hide the Salami, but this Let's Play is at a higher class than that type of joke. Her gaze is going everywhere. She rubs against my collarbone with her right index finger. My tools. And do I want to know? You can put your left hand in her pocket as she tampers with the tools, twisting and turning them. She hears Kurumi's angry shout. Yuka finally leaves me alone. Proud. No, I think Kurumi knows how to roll with the punches there. And at that time, the sound of water splashing echoes. The sound is exactly the one heard at the last barbecue. I don't need to turn around to understand the situation. Saki's hand accidentally slipped and spilled the beer in her paper cup on Yuka. Huh? Yuka? But Yuka's in front of me right now, isn't she? Which means I try slowly turning around by the iron plate. Saki is holding a now empty paper cup, and the beer has landed on Haruka. Haruka's clothes are soaked from her chest to the bottom of her shirt. I see. Because Yuka and Kurumi weren't there to act as a wall, Haruka was directly hit instead. Man, how bad is she at spilling stuff? I mean, she don't just go like, oops, she goes, hurrah! And spill stuff that way to get that much distance. Everyone becomes completely silent. Her words are sincerely apologetic. As a further gesture of apology, Saki begins to wipe beer off of Haruka's clothes with a dishcloth. To me and Izumi-san, who remember what happened last time, this scene is hard to believe. Wait a second, where's the sea roaches at? Where's the sea roaches at? What did we do to change the sea roaches? Aww. Everyone bursts into laughter. They cheerfully laugh at Saki's blunder as if trying to poke fun at her and brush it into denial. Only Haruka isn't laughing, but it's clear she's not offended and seems to be taking it in good humor. A faint smile even rises to her face. It's as if anything and everything's all changed. Except for the spilling of the beer. The atmosphere from last time has suddenly changed to a harmonious one. Izumi-san and I exchange glances, and we begin to laugh as well. All suspicions that this is just a delusion in my head have disappeared. I am confident that this pleasant scene before me can only be reality. Haruka frowns as she pinches at her clothes. After that, our laughter doesn't cease until the barbecue ends. As a result, Kurumi's disappearance never occurs. The night just silently goes on. Did he just say the night full of laughter silently goes on? I can't sleep. I've already trashed around in my bed many times. I glance at the watch wrapped around my wrist. Friday the 5th, 2:20 a.m. I definitely won't forget what happened on this day, this very night in the last loop. Going to Viewpoint Park in the dead of night, the starry sky, and Izumi-san's confession. But today, Izumi-san made no such plans with me. Thought she would try to, so I waited, but nothing ever came of it. Izumi-san is probably fast asleep right now.
Makoto, もう一度見たかったね。星。
Izumi-san's dying words. The pain I felt back then cuts into my chest. Pains of that sorrow and rage reemerge so intensely that I can't stand staying still. I've got to go. I have to go be by Izumi-san's side. Resolved to stand up. Of course, there's no one in the living room. The only sound I can hear is Okuhiko snoring from within the loft. Okuhiko suddenly shouts in a roaring voice. When I look up in surprise,
エネルギーがとそこにやってきたのは彼の相棒レイディ・ジェニー。オックマン LT ドリンクを持ってきたわ。
Okuma! NT drink. What does that mean? Nitro Thunder drink?
シェイシェイレイディ・ジェニーこれでもう大丈夫だ。頑張ってオックマン。
Like if he's changing the voices. It's so bad. So, is he... Are they saying that in his dream he plays all the characters? All of them? Hope he doesn't have any of those types of dreams. Though he is kind of self-centered, so I mean he probably would have those types of dreams and play all the parts. What? What? Just give me an option of this? What? Well, my curiosity is piqued. Well, I mean, the save is there. I can always go back if I need to. I mean, I have failed almost every time. I think it... Did I fail with Kurumi the first time? I can't remember. Well, I know I failed getting onto a route, so I mean that's a failure anyway. So I'm used to failure. Let's be entertained at least.
よーし行くぞー。竜鳥のエナジーパワーアン変身と
I would think he'd be screaming like this, that he'd be waking everybody up.
ピコピコピコピコピロリロリロリロリンチュワワーン
So not only does he play every single person, he plays every single inanimate object in his dreams. That's fascinating. He needs to become like a one-man stage show.
いつも爽やか好青年粋でいなせで涙にゃもろい地球の平和を守るため神が送った正義の戦士その名も人造人間オックマンだ
Or Aho for short.
シャラー出たなハイテク怪人洗濯機男
Mysterious high-tech washing machine man. That's a very nefarious villain. I hear he's shredded many clothing in his time. Horrible guy.
回る目が回る危うしオックマン頑張れオックマン負けるな我らがヒーローオックマン
He's being the audience or the bystanders. That is.
一万の事情でオックマンなのさはっは
And he's got his own theme.
か
Okay.
ける100万でもオックマンだぜオックマン
It seems he's just sleep talking. What is a climatic ending to that scene? Filled with bottomless dread. The dread don't even have a bottom. I quickly leave as if I'm running away. What'd be even more awesome is if you had the choice of being like, "Hey, Okoto, how you do? Okuto, yeah. Walk along the coastline road towards Luna Beach. The serene night sky is covered with countless stars. Their light, which shines down on the blue earth, is full of an overwhelming, spacious, active feeling. The radiance feels like it's piercing my eyes. I want to see this starry sky once more. Once more with Izumi-san. It's true that I saw these stars last night. But I didn't have the feeling it had on that night. And besides, I had to tell Izumi-san something important tonight. My answer. So I haven't given Izumi-san a clear answer about her feelings towards me. I want to properly convey my feelings to her. That's why I'm going to where Izumi-san is, in order to look at this starry sky one more time. When I arrive at the shop, I immediately try knocking on the front door. There's no response. Well, obviously not. That the Izumi-san would notice a small knock when she's sleeping on the second floor. Nevertheless, if I knock on the door too loudly, I might also wake Kurumi. I think about what to do. Just then. Step. Hear the sound of footsteps on sand coming from somewhere. It's a barely perceptible sound. Is it coming from Moon Beach? I cautiously walk around to the back side of the shop. Stand in the center of the beach and turn my head from the south to the north in order to scan the entire beach. Izumi-san. The pale moonlight shines on her back. Izumi-san is on the beach, slowly walking north. She's close enough that if I shouted, she'd probably notice it. But there's Kurumi to consider. There's no way I can just call out to her right now. Nevertheless, just where does Izumi-san plan on going in the middle of the night? As if she's inviting me to go with her, I totter after Izumi-san. At the end of Moon Beach, I slip through a space between some hedges. That's right, I'm at Tsukiya Hotel. Izumi-san is sitting by the poolside, dipping her bare feet in the water. Feels like I've seen this scene somewhere before. Right, it was Haruka. On the night of the first, in the last loop. When we snuck in here, Haruka did the same thing with her feet. Izumi-san and Haruka. They really are sisters. Quietly walk over to Izumi-san. Izumi-san doesn't notice me as I get closer. All she does is vacantly stare at the pale blue water.
気持ちいいよ。
Her sudden words startle me slightly. Oh, so you noticed me. I followed you here. No crowd. I just happened to be coming by Sakio Hotel. Oh, hey, Izumi. Izumi-san slowly looks up at my face and mutters this in a faint voice.
誠くんもやってみなよ。
Huh?
水気持ちいいから。
Izumi-san's gaze returns to her tiptoes, which she slightly waves around. Her toes make small ripples that spread with a clear sound. Sit down next to Izumi-san and take my shoes and socks off. When I sink my feet into the water, a cool, comfortable sensation spreads through me. My body temperature slightly lowers from the cool water. What Izumi-san said was certainly right.
気持ちいいでしょ？
Excuse me. Yeah. When I nod, Izumi-san replicates with a happy smile. Replicates? Where did they get that word from? She literally splits into two, and there's two Izumi-sans. Izumi-san and Izumi-san. Why did you two come here?
どうしてかしら。なんだか眠れなくって海岸を散歩してたらこのプールのことを思い出したの。ただそれだけ。
But didn't you dislike this sort of thing? On the last verse, weren't you opposed to sneaking in here?
そうね。そう考えてみると不思議よね。多分いろんなことを立て続けに経験したせいで私の中にあった何かが変わってしまったんだと思う。いい意味で開き直ってるのかもしれない。怖いものなんか何もなくなってしまったのよ。
Yeah, she's not scared of going up and getting into fights and punching people in the face and knocking over liquor stores.
でももしかしたら逆なのかな。こうして水に触れてるからだからこんな風に落ち着いていられるのかも。水のぬくもりが心を温めてくれるのよ。ふんわりと柔らかくね。
Each time Izumi-san waves her feet, new ripples spread across the water. The pale lights coming from the bottom of the pool illuminate Izumi-san's face as they sway.
このプール実はちょっとした思い出の場所なの。
A memorable place.
私が初めてこの島を訪れたのは中学生の頃だった。両親からくるみの出生の秘密を知らされて、それで一人でこの島にやってきたの。ここに来れば何か手がかりが見つかるかもしれない。どうしてもじっとしていられなかったのよ。両親の言ってることを鵜呑みになんかできなかったし。
That's natural. If I'd been in Izumi-san's position, I think I would have done the same thing. That 3-year blank, Kurumi not aging at all, the Shikinomori Shrine, it would be completely natural to think, by coming to this island, I might find the key to solving these mysteries.
島中の人から話を聞いたり、役場まで行って資料を調べたりしたんだけど、結局は何も見つからなかった。唯一の手がかりといえば、あの神社にまつわる不思議な伝説ぐらいで、それ以来私は何度もこの島を訪れることになったの。大学を選んだのもここに合宿所があるってことを知ってたから。島のことに詳しいのはそのせいなのよ。
And that's how you reached the point where you got to working at Luna Beach?
つい最近のこと。店長と知り合ったのは高校生の頃だったけど、それから何度も通っているうちに仲良くなって、確か今年の2月頃だったかな。ゼミ合宿の日程が決まった後、店長に電話をかけたの。 4月の頭にまた伺いますって。そうしたら店長は
Actually, that's exactly the time I'm going to Italy.
それを聞いた瞬間ひらめいたの。あの実験の計画を。
I see. If possible, it would be best for the observer of the experiment to be an outsider. At the very least, in order to make the test subject not realize that there was an experiment being conducted. It'd be favorable for you to pretend to be an outsider who had absolutely no connection to our college. That's why you decided to become a part-time employee at Luna Beach. Did I get that right? Izumi-san gives a small nod while staring at the wavering lights in the pool. So, it's not a real job. No wonder she don't care about, stuff like, you know what? It's on the house. You guys just come in and, I'll fix you dinner. Well, you know what? We'll just close shop early today to do whatever. Oh, barbecue, yeah, that's on us. Don't worry. If this guy's gonna come back from Italy and be like, oh, hey, thanks, Izumi. Thanks for taking care of the place. Oh, what's our profit? Don't ever come back. I was picked as a test subject for a similar reason, wasn't I? I was the only member of the group who wasn't acquainted with you. The only student who barely went to school and never showed up at the seminar camp information session was Makoto Ishihara. I was chosen as a test subject because I was the one who was the most suitable for that role based on your criteria.
Makoto-kun, やっぱりまだ怒ってるんだ。
Huh?
実験のこと。
Of course not. I'm not mad. That's not what I was trying to say at all. Just want to know the simple
あ
truth.
りがとう。Makoto-kun、優しいね。
And lazy, apparently, because that's what got him chosen.
優しすぎるわよ。Makoto-kun。
My chest feels kind of hot. I'm embarrassed, but also happy. Izumi-san, now that I think about it, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. While saying this, I avert my gaze so that she doesn't realize how flustered I am. The Curie syndrome experiment must have been planned for a specific reason. Last night you said it was a counter experiment.
でもそれは心理学者としての私の考えに基づいたもの。一人の人間としての私、くるみの姉としての私は実験が成功することを願ってた。昨日半信半疑だって言ったのはそういうことなの。
Wait, counter experiment. And for Kurumi, she wished for it to succeed? Does Kurumi have Curie syndrome?
けれど私の中にいる二人の自分、その立場は今そっくりそのまま逆転してしまったんだもの。
Yeah, the two of them that replicated, just a little bit ago. The you as a scholar believes in the third trade, but the real you doesn't believe in it, right? No, wait a minute. To go back earlier in the conversation, you just said the you as Kurumi's sister, right? As Kurumi's sister, you wish for the experiment to succeed.
そう、強固な思念は新たな現実を生み出すことができる。もしもそんなことが本当に可能なら、空白の3年間を歴史の中から抹消することだってできるんじゃないかって、そう思ったから。
Okay, maybe maybe that's why she wanted it to succeed, so she could erase that time.
それが
Not because
キュ
Kurumi
レイ
has
シンドロ
Curie.
ームに興味を持ったきっかけだったの。だけど今はどうでもよくなっちゃった。キュレイシンドロームのことも空白の3年間のことも、私もう覚悟を決めたの。誠くんが救ってくれたのよ。誠くんのあの言葉が心の中のわだかまりをほどいてくれたの。
My words? So what does it say this afternoon? Tell them everything. Then Izumi-san decided to reveal everything after all. Izumi-san doesn't answer. She doesn't even show any signs of answering. Just then she sinks into the water. Okay, well, it appears in the next episode we'll be swimming with Izumi-san. There's a show or movie called Swimming with something. Crap. I know there was a show on the Discovery Channel called Walking with Dinosaurs. Seems like I've never seen this show, but it seems like Swimming with something. Whatever. I mean, there is that saying, swimming with the fishes, you know, for somebody dying at sea, but I'm pretty sure that's not the saying I'm thinking of, or trying to think of. It's completely unrelated. What I'm saying is we're going to be swimming with Izumi in the next episode. End of statement. So I do hope everybody enjoyed this episode, and I shall see you in the next one. Farewell there.